Hi folks, quick bonus video. I hopped into the E-25 recently to take it out for a spin, and I ended up in this glorious matchup. I'm top tier, tier 7 game, you know, in a big open map, lots of concealment, and the ability to abuse my mobility and camo rating, and I decided, you know, just a bonus video for you guys. Now, I've aced this tank before. Ace Tanker's been on the channel. I've also reviewed it. It's had its Is It Worth It? So there really isn't a lot to say about the E-25 that I haven't said before, that you haven't seen on other people's videos, but just to go over it again, basically the E-25 was part of the Entwicklung series of tanks, which was being designed by Germany towards the end of World War II. Now, in World of Tanks, they're called the E-series, which you might be familiar with, but the E-series was an attempt to make German tank designs maybe less complicated and standardized, and to improve the production rate and their reliability, because German tanks were very individual, didn't share a lot of parts between them. So first kill of the game, second kill of the game actually, and yeah, I'm gonna waste a lot of shots on this guy here. I'm gonna be firing a lot of premium ammo, gonna be wasting a lot of shots, and I really shouldn't, because this tank is such rapid firing, you can't really afford to waste shots. But anyway, as I say, yeah, the E-series, it was designed to make German tank designs towards the end of World War II less complicated and standardized, and to improve the production, the rate of production and the reliability. And all the parts between the E-series of tanks were also supposed to be interchangeable, or not all, but most of the parts were interchangeable. So the E-25 was the TD designed to replace the Stug and the Hetzer and the Jagdpanzer. I mean, there were lots of TD designs, but the E-25 was supposed to basically replace all of them. Not only that, but it was supposed to be able to perform both as a TD and a reconnaissance or a light tank. So it formed two functions. It was a recon tank and it was a tank destroyer. And now, according to Wargaming, I've wasted so many premium rounds, so many shots on this T-25, but according to Wargaming, this tank only existed in plans, and that no prototype existed. However, I have read on another source that the tank was actually designed by a company called Argus, and that 5 prototypes were actually built by Alket, but I haven't been able to confirm that. I haven't been able to get any other sources that say that, but so there is a possibility that the tank did exist in prototype, 5 prototypes as opposed to just in plans. But anyway, in-game the tank is reasonably accurate, as we pick up our third kill there, but the tank is reasonably accurate to the plans. It basically weighs 26 tons, like the plan said it did. It gets a 700 horsepower engine, like the plan said it did. It got a horsepower to weight ratio of over 26. That's a huge horsepower to weight ratio. And the top speed is 65 kilometers an hour with a 20 kilometer an hour reverse speed. So very accurate to the plans. And in game and in real life, it was supposed to be fast and mobile. And it also gets the historically accurate 75mm Pak 42. So this is a gun in-game that basically comes on the Stug. The penetration's a little bit lacking, the alpha damage is lacking, but makes up for that in rate of fire and the fact it gets special matchmaking. So it might actually struggle against some tanks frontally, but you know, it's fast and mobile enough to get to the side and rear. It also gets an historically accurate 8 degrees of gun depression, so I mean, what's not to like? Fast, mobile, gun depression, rapid firing, good DPM, hard target to hit. It's quite small. In fact, it's very small, and as a result it gets an amazing camo rating, but that's about the only area that isn't historically accurate from the original plans, because in-game this tank is 4.5 meters long, it's 2.8 meters wide, and it's 1.75 meters tall. Pretty small, but the plans that this tank is based on actually show it that it was supposed to be 5.6 meters long as opposed to 4.5. It was supposed to be 3.4 meters wide as opposed to 2.8, and it was supposed to be 2 meters high as opposed to be 1.75. So this tank, it basically was about it's about 20% smaller in game than it should be, according to the plans. Now, I don't know why Wargaming decided to make this so much smaller. It should be about 20% bigger, and that would mean the camo rating wouldn't be quite as broken, but Anyhow, we're losing this game. The score is 7-9, and you know, I've decided I'm not going to advance against camping tanks. I'm still on full health, but I've wasted all my premium rounds stupidly on the T-29 for the front when I should have known better. But I'm relocating because we've only got an Oni up north, and basically we don't know where most of the enemy tanks are, although 2 of them have just been spotted, so we can swing around. Amazing aim time. And the accuracy so good, and we pick up kill number, well, about to pick up kill number 5. So rapid firing gun, Oni is still there, and I'm just using speed and mobility to move around the map, abuse the camo rating, abuse the mobility, and in a matchup like this, the E-25 is just incredibly OP. So yeah, I mean, I don't play this tank very often. This is a game, I just felt like playing something fun, so I decided to pop into the E-25. I was having a rough night, a couple of really bad defeats in a row, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do something about that, a tank that can carry. So I hopped into the E-25, but yeah, I suppose there's nothing really anything interesting about the tank that I can say. Well, one other interesting fact about the E-25 is that there were plans for a later version. There was going to be another version of E-25 that was pretty much the same tank, but it carried a 105mm gun. Now, that's a tank I would love to see in game. I suppose it's possible that Wargaming might add it to the game, because it's a very possible tank. I mean, if you gave it the historical size, which meant it was bigger than this particular tank. Oh, he's turned his front. This is the problem with 105mm. And that's the nice thing about having an Oni as backup. So bye-bye SU-12244. Get a nice shot into the Easy 8, but yeah, you know, SU-12244 is all about alpha, and this tank isn't. It's about its rate of fire, but 2 Tier 7 premium tanks against each other, and you can see that the SU-12244 so much better frontally armored than the E-25, but yeah, as I say, this Wargaming could possibly add a version of the E-25 into the game that's historically accurate as regards the size, and give it the 105mm gun. That would be so interesting, but don't get a shot on the enemy E-25. But we're on 5 kills, and we're still losing, even though we've been doing some work. We've been moving around the map, using our mobility, still losing. 3 tanks left on our team, 5 tanks left on the enemy team, and that Stutzwagen 74 is on full health. So once again, just relocating. I'm going to try and move up so that the Achilles is within my render range. The RT is taking fire now. Oh, Easy 8 is there. Swing around. I get spotted, but get one shot into his turret on the move. He's using the derp gun. He misses. So the Achilles takes out our RT. I decide I've got to go for this Easy 8. Oh, no, maybe not. Not while the Achilles has side shots. So once again, wait till I drop off radar, using my mobility. And I'm just going to try and get a better angle of attack on these tanks, so maybe shouldn't have knocked down that tree, but yeah, it doesn't look as if the Achilles is going to advance. He's staying to cap, so okay, we're going to move in. 1 minute left, should have plenty of time. Shot in the move. Shot in the move, and there we go. That's kill number 6. The Stutzwagen 74 misses me, but just 2 tanks left on our team. We're still losing. I'm up to 6 kills, but just the Oni and myself left, and I decide I'm going to go for it. So the T-67 Stutzwagen 74 are moving in on our Oni. I'm going to go deal with this M4A2E3, take him out. Oni's down to 17 health on a full health STRV 74. Go moving up to try and help him, but yeah, okay, so we know where the 2 enemy tanks are, and just RT on the enemy team hasn't been spotted, so moving up, going to try and support the Oni, and I don't manage to do it, so now it is 1 versus 3. I'm up to 7 kills, but I get spotted, and the T-67 puts a shot into me. Now he's firing HE, and there's RT, so full health STRV 74. I'm going to put some distance between me, because really, I'm kind of more afraid about RT and getting shot by RT than I am the other 2 tanks, but Stutzwagen is a tank that can easily pen me. It's got a very good gun, covered it on the channel earlier, and I decide maybe my best course of action is just to use my mobility, get out of there, and take care of the tank that can one-hit kill me. So the T-67, he's firing HE, I don't know why, but maybe he's low on ammo. I didn't realize that at the time, but I'm deciding to go kill the one tank that can basically one-hit kill me, so going to go hunt for the enemy M44 while I have time to maneuver. Enemy team aren't capping, there's no pressure, get one shot in. RT actually misses a shotgun, and we're plenty of time just to go to work here. Enemy tanks aren't particularly well, they're unlikely to have come back down here to hunt for me. They were probably still looking for me where I was last spotted, but there we go, we're on to 8 kills, just 2 tanks left on the enemy team. And yeah, E-25, it's a beast, it really is a beast, and as I say, I really should play this tank more when I'm having a bad day. What happens when I'm having a bad day is I tend to be playing tanks that I can't carry in, or tanks that are maybe a little bit underpowered or not fun to play. I've just realized that our IS-2 and our Oni both drowned. We actually lost 2 of our heavy tanks, Tier 5, or it was an OI experimental, sorry. Yeah, 2 of our heavy tanks decided to drown themselves at the beginning of this game. That makes maybe things a little bit tougher than I realized when I was playing. I hadn't even realized that our 2 heavies had drowned themselves, whether by accident or inexperience, I don't know, but enemy team are capping, and once again, using my mobility, gonna pop up from an area they're not expecting, gonna sit here, let my binocs kick in, using binocs, using a camo net, trying to abuse every single bit of camo I can from this amazing tank. And for a tank that was removed from sale, from the tech tree and from the gift shop, it's appeared on sale so often. In fact, for a while, the E-25 was even available as a gift tank, or as a reward tank on the NA server. You could pick up this thing and not have to spend any money on it whatsoever now. Get 2 shots into the STRV, reduce them down to 400 health, but unfortunately I get spotted, so enemy team aren't capping now, and I'm wondering where the T-67 is. Has he come back all the way around the other map? Is he flanking me? I don't know, so go one direction till I drop off the radar, and then I'm going to drive back and pop up in the same place, and looks like the STRV is capping. No! Someone else is capping. But just abusing the camera rating, not much to shoot at here. Oh, hit the ground. There we go. Oh, wasn't quite hidden behind the bush and gets spotted, but STRV misses, so once again, move in one direction. And just waiting to drop off radar. Yep, STRV is looking at me. Okay, dropped off radar, so now do I relocate, try and pop up from another direction? So I've got a minute, but this is not good, because if the STRV drives back into cap, that's obviously the T-67 capping now. If the STRV drives back into cap, all of a sudden I'm only going to have about 10 seconds left to decap, but I've decided to change, dropped off radar, changing location, using my mobility once again, and I've spotted the STRV, haven't got spotted in return. Look at the camo rating. So we're just going to push up. 30 seconds left. He's moving forward. He's going to move out of cover. Not much to shoot at. Oh, he's just behind the rise, so we're gonna have to go. Gonna have to go. Yes, 8 seconds left. Missed my shot in the move. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. There we go. We get him. We get the cap reset slightly, but not by much. So we take out the STRV, and that's 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds left of cap. Need to land the shot, and we do. We managed to reset the cap with 5 seconds left. Alrighty, so put 2 shots into the T-67. Now, if I was thinking here, I probably could have gone for a Faden's medal, but I decided to ram him to death just for a cool end to the game instead. But yeah, E-25. So yeah, this is one tank, because of its special matchmaking, has definitely not been affected by power creep that much. I mean, it does suffer a little bit against maybe Japanese heavies, but other than that, it really hasn't suffered from power creep. It's still as great as it always was, especially when you get into a lovely matchup on a lovely map and a lovely tier as top tier. It's just E-25. I should play the tank a little bit more, but you know, to be honest, you gotta feel a little bit. It is OP when you know what you're doing, when you know how to play the tank to its strengths. It is incredibly OP. I think one of the problems the E-25 has is a lot of the players who play it don't play it to its strengths, and as a result it's not as dangerous a machine as it could be. But we picked up obviously an ace for that, because we also picked up a Pool's medal for killing 10 enemy tanks. Defender, for resetting the cap more than once. We picked up high caliber, picked up top gun, and finished the game with 2 rounds on my tank. And as I say, I'm a little bit annoyed. I didn't go for the fade and shoot off those 2 rounds and then ram the T-67 to death. But anyway, 3,261 damage done, 10 kills, and 1565 XP earned, 58 shots fired out of 60, 45 hits. The gun is accurate. The penetration's a little bit lacking, but I wasted so many shots. Wasted all my premium rounds against the T-29 at the beginning of the game because I had no idea I would end up needing that ammunition. But we only received 1 hit, and we spotted 3, damaged 11, destroyed 10, 851 assistance damage, and did 100 base defense points, along with 21,000 credits profit with a premium account, even though I had to fire I fired too much premium ammo at the beginning of the game. First game of the day on a ×2 left me on 5,166 XP. But yeah, E-25, it's still got it. It's still fun, and if you ever have the opportunity to pick one up and you don't yet own it, try to pick it up, because it is it's just a troll tank. It is a lot of fun to play. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.